Hey everybody, this is Pat from the Recaps, and today I am going to be doing something I have never done before. I am not going to be recapping a show, I will be reviewing a show. We are reviewing Ozark Season 4, Part 2, the finale. This is a spoiler-free review, because as of the recording of this, it has not been released yet, so I'm not going to ruin anything for you. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on the season. But I figured, hey, if I'm getting this stuff early, I might as well tell you what I think of it, if it's good or it's bad. If you do need a recap of Part 1, check the tab in the upper right-hand corner. I'm not going to beg you guys to like and subscribe just yet. I'll do that at the end. But I will beg you guys to hit that little tab, let the ads run. I have bills to pay. I have a child. He's got daycare and whatnot. It's expensive. Anyway, let's get down to it. Finales are very, very difficult to pull off. We've had some really, really good ones, and we've had some really, really bad ones. So pulling off a finale that has fans satisfied is difficult, and Netflix has a tall task with Ozark because it is one of, if not their most popular shows ever. I mean, the Bird family, we've seen the good and the bad. We've seen both Marty and Wendy talk themselves out of tricky situations before, but this, it looks like, you don't know who could live or die. Now, this season picks up right after the events of Part 1. You've got Ruth driving off, angry, searching for Javi, and it's right off the bat. It is, you get the sense of you're heightened. You can't really relax because Ozark does such a good job of, you never know when people are gonna bite the bullet, literally and figuratively. But this season introduces you to some new characters, or newer. You probably saw them once or twice, but they have a more pronounced role in this season. Like, for existence, Javi's mother and Omar's sister, Camilla. She has a prominent role in this season with the Birds, and it just seems like anytime the Birds can get out, they decide to double down because, as I put out in my recap, they want their cake and they want to eat it too. But you also see something different in this season, and that's the real strife between Marty and Wendy. Now, this has been percolating, and it's one of the reasons, if you remember, in Season 1, why Marty and Wendy eventually moved to the Ozarks. Wendy was cheating on Marty, and, guys don't take it, or women don't take it great when you find out that your significant other was having an affair. But they were able to kind of get over that because of the fact that they were in a predicament with Marty's business being attached to the cartel. But it really hits a strife in this season with Marty just feeling like anything he does, he can't please Wendy. And Wendy wanting everything, wanting all of it, and to not just take the chance to get out clean, but wanting everything to go great with not only her foundation, but also the cartel business as well, with Marty just wanting the family to be safe and to get out. But also, he doesn't want anyone to die. And that's the difference between Marty and Wendy. And you saw this a little bit before, but it really becomes apparent in this season. Marty doesn't feel comfortable knowing that people could die based on what he does. Now, in certain situations with Marty, his actions do end up going one-on-one with, why somebody ended up dying. Wendy has no problem with that. She knows that her actions are going to end up causing people to die, but she doesn't care, because at the end of the day, it's the Birds versus everybody, in her opinion. Marty has a little bit more of a conscience. You see that this season. The one thing I did like about this season was that it was an homage to all of the previous seasons. They really do bring back all of the previous characters that you haven't seen in the past, whether it be from flashbacks or just one-off scenes or whatnot. Every character that is alive, or in some cases dead, do end up making another appearance in this season. And I really like that, because it just felt like a little bit of a closure situation with some of these characters that you might not have thought of in 2-3 seasons, but it's just nice to kind of see them on screen again, interacting with the characters. So I did like that aspect of it. But at the end of the day, this season was tough. Now, it's been sitting with me, but in a way, I felt like this mirrored, in my opinion, my reaction to Lost finale. Lost finale, I was annoyed because they spent 2.5 hours with that finale, and I didn't feel like it lived up to it. And I remember vividly sitting there with about a half hour left going, they're not going to clear up anything. Now, Ozark wasn't quite that bad. But I did feel with about 20 minutes remaining that I was going to be slightly disappointed with the ending because they didn't have time to probably give me the ending that I had hyped myself up to be getting. And that's on me. That's probably me looking in the mirror thinking that, there was going to be some huge pop-off. And to me, it wasn't that, and it wasn't necessarily bad. I need to sit with it. With that said, it is going to piss some people off. Some people are going to say that the ending sucked. They're going to say it was horrible. And then you're going to have other people that really liked it, because I do appreciate the fact that the writers took a chance. They did something a little bit different with this finale, and I did appreciate that. But I just don't know if I liked it. And I ended up texting a guy that I know that is my contact for Netflix and just saying, I don't really know if I liked it or not. I think that as time goes on, I'll come around to a concrete conclusion. But at the end of the day, it's not bad. I wouldn't classify it as good. A good one to me was, it's hard for me to say that Breaking Bad wasn't one of the best, if not the best of all time. I felt like that conclusion was tremendous. I loved the finale to Friday Night Lights. 2 different shows. But this did something a little bit in between of like Sopranos and Breaking Bad. And it just left me with a, okay. All right. So you're going to watch it. And I know you're going to watch it because if you're here wondering if it's good or bad, you are going to watch it no matter what. I just want you to go in with the expectation that you are probably not getting the finale or conclusion that you have hyped yourself up to be getting. But all in all, it was a good close. It just wasn't, in my opinion, a great close. So definitely make sure to check out part 2 of Ozark when it drops on April 29th on Netflix. The episodes they don't waste a lot of time, which I do appreciate. It's 7 episodes. And once again, if you do need a recap of season 4 part 1, I have that for you. But definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think if I'm in the minority here. I liked it. I didn't love it. And now is the part of the video where I ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel. That'd be cool. Or don't. I'm never going to know. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this. Smash that thumbs down button if you thought this sucked. What I do love is when people smash the thumbs down button before something actually came out so they can make the conclusion. But then I just figure, all right, well, maybe they just don't like me, which is fine. I get it. But all in all, it was just a little underwhelming, but also at the same time weirdly okay. So yeah. But check it out when it drops and all that good stuff.